Kane. Here's another look. Sid Stephanie at the plate. Stephanie, that one's off the wall. Got a three-bagger. There's another look. Here's J.D. Jenner from Jasper, Tennessee. J.D. Jenner, line drive base hit. Drives home run number 3. 3-0 lead. Here's another look. Into the corner, it's going to be a fair ball. Smasher trying to talk things over here. Not the start that they'd envision. No outs have been recorded here in the first inning. They're working late here. It's midnight on the East Coast. Still a pretty good crowd here at Champion Stadium. They're enjoying the ball game tonight. There is out number 1. Chris Larson now. Larson with a base hit. A 5-0 start for Albicocco. Josh Riley. Gloved over at third. They fired across the diamond and they get the second out. Riley is retired finally. A diving grab over third base for Dale Brumgard. Bradley Record turning and foul. Travis Clark and company, they need this final out. Brad Record with a capper. Slides it safely. Big start for Albicocco. Just a couple teams are left in the bracket. The loser of this one, game 25, will take on Reds Astros tomorrow here in the stadium at 9 a.m. Compound Athletics is going to take on Backman Chop, the winner. That one will play at 1 o'clock in the stadium for a chance to make it to the winner's bracket final and face either the loser of Brisbano versus Smash It or Albicocco. Albicocco team. They're out of Comrock, New York. 42 and 24 overall. They're just 4 and 6 against major teams so far this year. Only played Smash It 3 times previously. This is only the 4th meeting this season. They have 1 win. Won at the conference championship. They defeated Smash It Sports 14-8. Trying to do it again here. They're on the corners. Lee Payne. There's a called strike. Lee Payne bouncing ball in the infield. Oh my goodness. Steve Lloyd, that should have been the final out. Sid Stephanie now. Takes a pitch inside. Stephanie rips it down the line. And that extra out is costly. Albicocco, they score 2. How about Payne's hustle? Philby can't apply the tag. J.D. Jenner, that one turns foul. Into center. Another base hit. What an inning for Albicocco. Pushing 11 across. And a new pitcher. Billy Messina is going to come on and throw a couple now for Smash It. Caught. Billy Messina comes in and gets the final out, but Smash It, they get their work cut out for him, trailing by 11 as they come to the plate for the first time.
Since day one, Combat has been at the forefront of composite bats. In today's game, where margins for error are small, Combat's larger sweet spot means our bats reach maximum performance over a wider span. It's the difference between a home run or a warning track, a base hit through the middle or hitting into a double play. It's the difference between winning and losing.
Brian Wegman here in the bottom of the first inning after Bryson Baker accounts for the first run. Kevin Philby at the plate. Here's Flip. Wow, hot shot taken by the first baseman. They throw it across. They cannot turn two. Chris Canso at first base. Tries to turn the double play. Counts for just one. Albert at the plate. Smash it. Certainly could use at least 3 or 4 here in the first inning after Albicocco put up 11 in the top of the inning. Here's Scott Kirby. Could use a little offense here. And Kirby is the one to provide. Look at this shot. Up the hill it goes, a home run. And Smash It's going to score at least 3 now in the first inning. Take a look at the big, powerful swing by Scott Kirby. Lloyd is retired, inning over. A big start to Albicocco with a big lead as we move on to the second inning here at the Men's Major World Series. Kirby counting for 2 of the 3. But a stumbling start early on for Smash It Sports.
Let's go. Come on!
What can I do with one swing? What can't I? One swing can change a game, a tournament, a season. One swing should not be taken lightly. So ask yourself, what can you do with one swing?
An impressive start for Albicocco. They produce 11 runs on 10 hits in the first inning alone. What a start. JD Dennery is 2 for 2. 2 singles, 2 RBIs. A couple of people producing 2 RBIs in the first. Jenner, Corey Large, and Sid Stephanie. It's a great start here in the second inning. Chris Larson now. Larson takes a called strike. And this one swung on and into center. It is caught. A nice sliding grab out in center field for Smash It Sports and Brian Parfit. Take another look. Josh Riley is going to draw the walk. DW from softballcenter.com. I'm sure the website very active this time of year.
It's a big week for us, yep.
What do you think about this start by Albicocco? 11 in the first. They've already added one here. It's 12-3 the score.
It's exactly what you have to do if you want to have a shot. Smash It just looks a little bit like a step slow. And Albicocco coming off their 48-run game against Backman yesterday. Just continuing to hit.
Brad Reichert at the plate. You know, you think about the last game with Compound Athletics. It's a team that really looked like they had Resmondo on the ropes early on. And then the rain delay obviously really benefited Resmondo. I don't know that there's a rain delay coming for Smash It Sports, but they need one right now. They need to kind of change that mentality.
Yeah, Smash It could use a rain out, come back in the morning. Maybe they would get out of bed on the right side. It's been a long day for them. They didn't play at all today.
Yep.
And then with the delays, we're past midnight now. We're only in the second inning.
Donald Plaisance obviously helps, I guess, if you're a West Coast team, because it's still pretty early if you're from the West Coast, but obviously pretty late for yourself and our crew here, past midnight. It's well past my bedtime.
It's past mine.
Usually I'm falling asleep during Grays when my wife has it on. That's probably 8 to 9, right?
It's a little early for me, Brim.
You push it hard during the day. Corey Large is the batter.
Billy Messina in relief here at Travis Clark.
Obviously, it helps to have a manager, if you will, that can come up and help out and really just change the tone a little bit. And obviously, Billy Messina, a great pitcher as well.
Messina had a long career with a lot of the top teams in the nation, going back to Long Haul. It's one of the major teams that he played on.
Corey Large, that is off the glove and out to right field. It seems like Albicocco, they're hitting it in the right spot all night long.
Just line drive hitting. It's not like they have a lot of home runs, if any. Yesterday, 48 runs, 11 home runs they hit. So a lot of base hitting, a lot of gaps. These lefties at the top of the order, Large, Payne, and Stephanie are really setting the table.
Here's Lee Payne. They're on the corners.
Smash It wearing their black and purple jerseys with the H Auto. That's Hortonbach Auto,
That's what I'm
Minnesota.
always interested in. Smash It's got so many sponsors. It does seem like they're one of the teams that does almost rotate who's on the front of the jersey, if you will.
Yep, Hortonbach Auto if you're in Minnesota. Minneapolis area, I believe.
What would I pick up there? What do they sell mainly?
I think pretty much all kinds of cars,
Yeah?
including used cars.
Could have a connection if I'm up
Trucks.
there in Minnesota.
Yep.
Albicocco scores just 2. Smash It trying to climb back.
Be behind us, huh?
Yeah, it's behind us tonight. Man, it rained cats and dogs, if you will, earlier.
Rain, but the field dried out pretty quick both times.
The amazing thing is, I was in a meeting about, let's say 10:30 or so, and you know, they were already making plans. Resmondo and Compound Athletic, the game was going to go to 9. Smasher was going to play at 11 in the morning. Looked out the window and said, hey, looks like it's not raining quite as much. John Rector said, why don't we give it 30 more minutes to see what happens. If it's raining, we'll send everybody home. If not, obviously we'll play. And sure enough, it did clear up. Just never know, right?
All right, we'll get the games in, and these guys can sleep in a little bit. So I know the first 2 games of the morning are the 4 teams left in the losers bracket currently. Now, of course, one of these teams is going to drop down. Nice shot down the right field line. Upshide tripped or slipped around first base.
They put a lot of turfus down, but there's only so much that can do.
Yeah, he dropped down about 10 bags or 12 bags.
That stuff's not cheap either.
It's not cheap.
Here he is, turned around the corner. He still got 2 out of it.
Dale Brungart had a nice play at third base in the first inning.
Brungart to the deepest part of the ballpark.
Off the pole.
Wow. They're hitting them on both sides. Last night we saw one in right center field get hit. And they get off the left center field foul pole as well.
I'd say home runs overall are up a little bit in this tournament. Ball seems a little bit harder. Temperature's not quite as warm as we're used to.
Ryan Parfit. That one is just fair.
Painted line hustling out of the box.
Real good, Park.
A double. Louis Rania at the plate. Louis. 13-5 score.
Runner on second, Parfit. Reyna stands in, pitch from Buckshot Plaisance. Takes the walk inside.
The draw walk. One of the missing big keys to this match at sports is Kevin Bazzotti. He's missing from the lineup. But more on that, let's check in with Krista Madar down in the Smash It dugout.
Well, I had a chance to ask Brett Helmer why Bazat was not in this lineup, and he said basically it's just about giving him rest. They have a lot of guys on this lineup that can handle the defensive duties, especially with Mike Umshed. They can put him just about anywhere. So because of the longevity of this tournament and saving him hopefully for a big game tomorrow, they're giving him rest and using the other players to kind of get out in the field and get their legs a little loose in the defense. Bernie?
Thank you, Kristen. That answers your question that you had earlier. Billy Messina stretching as he gets into the box. I don't think he can bring a senior bat in to the conference yet, right?
He should be able to. In his 50s.
Back
Down.
up the middle.
Oh, that's going to be 2.
And it is 2. They played him perfectly. So that'll roll the lineup back over to Bryson Baker, who started things off with a home run. Here's another look at the double play. All right, they got to do it with the top of their lineup. They've been kind of chipping away at it, but they've yet to have that really big inning. 3 in the first. 3 more here in the second. Bryson Baker at the plate. Baker.
Got it.
Deep into the night. A home run. I know a dealer, by the way, for Stadium ZNs if you need one at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah?
These 2 kids out there on the hill, they've got to have 4
They're getting
dozen.
good fly ball practice out there on the hill.
Take a look at that swing.
Yeah, it's a great swing.
Here's Wegman at the plate.
13-8. They've done the 8 on just 6 hits. Buckshot. He releases the ball low.
Yep.
And he hammers away at the low strike, looking, trying to change the umpire's strike zone to get those low strikes, which are hard to hit, especially for homers.
J.D. Jenner can't make the play at third, but he does track it down.
Wegman, some good hustle there out of the box.
Kevin Philby, the one thing that I really haven't seen from him that I'm so used to here at these World Series is normally this is the guy that is just cranking home runs out of the park. And we're still early, obviously, in this World Series.
First game he had a few.
Yeah, he's got 3 out of 6, but it just seems like he's the
Might
guy
have
that
had
every time
Might have had all 3 in the first game.
every time he's come to the plate, he's cranking it out. So far, he's 6 for 8, or excuse me, 6 for 7 with 3 home runs and 3 singles here in this major World Series. Find a little space there. They'll take it.
Philby won a bunch of A titles back in the day pitching.
Yeah. Think we'll see him go back to that later in his career?
No, he's done. Even when Travis had all these foot problems and they needed some more pitching, he wouldn't go back out.
Brett Helmer, one of the all-time greats in this tournament. Certainly has gone down in history. The first pitch looked like it had a little zip on it, didn't it?
It was a nice trick pitch by Buckshot. He acts like he's still pumping, and he actually releases the pitch.
Into the corner, it's a fair ball.
Painted the line, he's hustling out of the box.
Helmer's into second. And two more to bring in with 2 outs. See, they're doing it all with 2 outs.
There's Bazak coaching third.
Got to coach him up, right? Scott Kirby's done essentially nothing but hit home runs. All 3 of his hits have left the yard.
He's got the quick hands. Stacking the left side of the defense.
Turns on it. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is fair, and it almost goes off the flags in left field.
Had some players tell me Cannell's ball that went through the flags, through the top of the flags the other night.
Yeah.
Broke a car windshield.
Did it?
Yeah, that's what I heard. So we looked at the closest car possible out there in the first row.
Right.
It's 490.
Goodness.
490 feet.
Well, I know this.
So if it hit it on a fly, it was at least 490 to 500 feet.
With tonight scheduled for the home run derby, I knew not to park in the first row. I just didn't want to take any chances.
No.
You feel pretty good with all those trees in the way.
Yeah,
but
the trees are a little higher than the flags out there.
Yep.
Flags are about 430 from home plate, depending which flag, of course, between 430 and 450. And then you have the trees, and then you have a hill on the other side.
I tell you, Cannell's shot over the scoreboard was impressive as well.
Cannell got one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know Salas hit one over. Frank Yielding hit one over, and Thomas Crump. We've been keeping track.
Have you? I could be wrong. Maybe I'm.
It's 4 or 5 players now.
I might be just dreaming back from last year's great Cannell too.
I might have. I'll have to check our list.
They got him at second.
Yeah, he was out.
Lloyd is retired, inning over.
Of course, we have replays here, so maybe we can check that one out.
Stephen Lloyd. They got him by just a fraction. Let's take another look as we head to break here at the Men's Major World Series.
I think he was out.
8 runs in the bottom of the second. It's 13-11 Albicocco.
As a player who's been on the Pride for a few years, I know how much U-Trip values its members' safety, both on and off the field. That's why they've teamed up with ID Shield, the best way to protect your family from identity theft, guaranteed. For only $19.95 per month, ID Shield will protect you and your entire family from this growing epidemic. So do what I did. Go to utripplesa.com/ID Shield and join this team today.
Next.
Expected wait time, 55 minutes. Your call is important to us. Thank you for your patience.
In the nation, we know how it feels when you aren't treated like a priority. We do things differently.
We'll take care of it.
We put members first.
Thank you.
Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome back. Kristen Bedard on the field, joined by Smash It Sports manager, coach extraordinaire, Mr. Brett Helmer. Now, you made an early pitching change, bringing in Billy Messina. How does he affect this game as a whole?
Well, you know what? He's one of the best pitchers of all time, right? Hall of Famer, so it's a luxury to have him over there to help us out. Trav didn't do that bad. We miscued a couple balls, but you got to stop the bleeding when they put up 11, 12 runs like that. So brought Billy in. He threw a pitch, got a quick out, got us in here hitting. did a good job in the second. You know, we just had a nice bottom, so we're in good shape. To have that veteran over here is huge for us.
Well, it's definitely a huge advantage having Messina inside the circle, but it felt a little reminiscent of conference championship. The Albicocco got off to a huge lead. You guys put up a great number in the bottom of the second. How do you make sure that that ending doesn't happen again?
You know what, out there we didn't score, we weren't consistent. You know, we put up zeros in too many innings. Here we need to score every single inning, keep the pressure on them, take advantage of being the home team. Hopefully we make a quick inning here on defense and we come in here and take a permanent lead. Just keep the pressure on them.
All right, Brett, thank you so much. Back up to you, Vern.
Thank you, Kristen. Doing a great job as always down inside the dugouts. Judy Jenner draws a walk.
Stephanie had a nice double off the wall in right center. Still swinging the hot stick. First and second, no outs. Albicocco top of the third inning.
I'd say maybe a little bit of pressure right now on.
I think they're still feeling comfortable. Or you mean smash it, or?
No, Albicocco just after smash it hit that 8-run inning. You still feel like they're comfortable?
I think Albicocco's just feeling well on the offensive side, so I think they're confident.
That is just foul, they say.
Oh. Kirby in right field. Stephanie wearing the Robert Blackburn uniform.
Could have been foul by much.
Flood's going to get another crack.
This one's got to be straight here.
Hard up the middle.
Off Billy Messina's shin guard, it sounded
like.
like.
You could hear the shin guard. Infield single. Oh, good camera work. Ooh, right in the knee. But Messina not even limping out there. That's some good shin guards or catcher gear he's wearing.
We got Joe, one of our finest down there, the third base camera, getting you those shots.
Good shot.
Base hit there, Sean Ballard. That's the first run here in the third.
Albicocco winning with base hits. That's a story in itself.
Yeah.
And just not hitting a lot of long balls. "14 runs on 14 hits, and the bases loaded for Larson."
This is the time to use the long ball, right?
Yep. Larson should be free swinging here. Outfield straight away. Flag is not even moving. No wind.
Turning, that's well foul. He missed that one. Wegman takes it, has a chance to make the play. Here comes the throw.
Nice one-hop throw to the plate, just a little too far.
Yeah, the softball just doesn't fire from the outfield like a baseball does it?
No. There's only a few guys with a really good arm. Maybe Colby Hughes from the fence brokers. He's got a great arm.
Josh Riley at the plate.
Still has the sunglasses on his hat. Popped him up.
That one miss hit, but caught.
Umshide, we saw climbing the fence.
He's everywhere,
the other
isn't he?
night in right field for a catch. Super utility man, Mike Umshide.
Gotta have one, right?
Got it.
Could he pitch if they need him?
He could pitch. Not great.
Maybe not as effectively as they'd like for him to do?
Nah. Brungard is the third pitcher on the team.
I don't get to see as much slow pitch action as you do, so I don't know that I've seen Dale Brumgard get the call.
Yep, he pitched pretty much, well, a good chunk of the last two tournaments in Michigan. The last tournament in Michigan. Pitched the whole tournament.
Yeah, for their record.
Record's got a few bases this game.
He's got the wheels, doesn't he?
Record runs solid. 2-run triple. 17-11. Nice swing right there. Got it past Parfit in center. And it kind of stuck to the fence. Buckshot, 2 outs, going to try to roll the top.
Especially they've got a much deeper roster than does Albicocco.
A few more guys there. Albicocco's trimmed down their roster. They made, I think, about 35 moves on the year.
You can count them all, right? What was it like being, I guess, in charge, if you will, of
the roster approval
moves?
Person?
Do you like being the roster approval person?
It's actually a lot more work than you would think.
Yeah.
Over 500 roster moves. Each one you have to kind of research the player, see where he came from, make sure he's not on a frozen team, frozen roster team.
Corey Large with a base hit, driving home the 5th run. I guess maybe another, a little more respect when you think about all the extra noise that's out in the system, sometimes with what's approved and not approved when you take a look at.
Right. The conference teams, they push the limit.
Yeah.
You know, if they're a B team, they're trying to pick up as many A players as they can. A teams trying to pick up major players. They're dropping players, and a week later they're trying to pick up the same player they just dropped. Kind of crazy.
Lee Payne.
Payne's going to fly out for out number 3.
That'll retire the side. 5 in here in the 3rd. We're moving along. Albicocco looking to move on and take on Rismondo tomorrow in the winners bracket final.
Softball.com. New lower prices on all of the top 2015 slow pitch bats. Only at Softball.com can you save $200 on your next softball bat. Prices start at just $29.88. Over 110 models to choose from all of the best brands in the game. Shop online anytime at Softball.com, America's premier online superstore and proud sponsor of USSSA.
USSSA is the world's premier sports organization with over 4 million participants. The top youth baseball stars compete at the Wilson DeMarini Elite World Series and the Louisville Slugger Championship, looking to qualify for the USSSA National Youth Championships. In fast pitch, the top teenagers are on the field with USA Select, and the best in the world are on the USSSA Florida Pride. Nationwide Conference USSSA provides the ultimate challenge in slow pitch softball. At every level, you play the best when you play USSSA.
Lots of action early on here. It's the USSSA Men's Major World Series semifinal. Albicocco and Smash It in a game that has been full of some spectacular plays. And as always, we're glad to be with you. DW from softballcenter.com. There he is. That's the face. I don't even know that many people have seen your face. You're kind of
try to hide.
We should put you with a mask in front as you talk.
Just
kind
see
of
my
like
eyeballs.
Tim the Toolman Taylor when he talked to his
like
neighbor.
Tim Taylor, yep. I try to remain as anonymous as possible.
Now that you're patrolling the Old Scout message board, you got to be as anonymous as possible, right?
It's a full-time job, cleaning that thing up.
It is amazing. But at the end of the day, pretty good year overall, you'd say, for the conference?
Overall, a great year. I would say right here at the end, the non-superpower teams are kind of, all the players are in flux a little bit, looking for their next team that they're going to be on, and maybe not as focused as they need to be.
High throw.
Tried to tag him.
Yeah, Brumgar gets aboard. Is there anything that in the future maybe we could change rule-wise where, you know, there's a cooling off period of so many days after the men's major that may stop the moves at a time?
I wish there was. You know, we put in those USSSA contract forms that the teams can use.
Yep.
Where the player that signs the form isn't allowed to talk to anybody else until after the men's major.
But it never works that way?
It never works. They always talk. And it's hard to enforce. It's hard to gain proof that the players were actually talking to other teams. But we know they are. It's going to be a game of musical chairs in the off season, like normal.
Any feeling on who may get the most strong from the off-season moves?
I think the problem is I hear different rumors, is that a lot of the top teams are talking about the same players. Like
right.
They think they're going to get a Kyle Pearson, for example. So when you have 3-4 teams thinking they're getting Kyle Pearson, well, there's only one.
Could it be Kyle Pearson?
Right.
Luis Reina at the plate.
Buckshot still hammering away at that low strike, and he didn't get any there. Walked him.
Well, this is a big inning here for both these teams. Albicocco leading by 7, but the change that they made a couple years ago is the top seed is always going to be the home team. So obviously a big advantage for Smash It Sports. They have the bases loaded here.
And nobody
Look at Billy Messina do here.
You know, he just needs to get some green here. Stay out of double play. And that's what he did if he got a fair.
Oh, my!
Now that's a big hit.
Billy Messina?
Look at the team.
How do you do?
The whole team's fired up on this one.
When's the last time we saw a grand slam hit by Billy Messina?
That's
it's a compact swing.
He's definitely done it, but in a stadium, that's huge. Let me show it again. That's one way to roll the top of the order.
Bryson Baker, this one turning foul. Billy
One more
Messina.
shot at Billy, huh?
Little club.
That is clutch. And that ball's going 340 feet. He still got it.
Bryson Baker. Christian said that she thinks that it's 2 years ago at the conference championship. They told her that Messina's always good for 1 home run a season.
That's probably about right. He used to hit them more consistently. That's a big shot right there, 18-15 after the grand slam. Both teams scoring in every inning. Manager Lou Mangelli.
It's a nice name.
Out to talk. Mangelli won a few world titles in his day. He finished 4th at the B World just 3 years ago as a player. He's pushing 50, if not early 50s. Tony Albicocco's right-hand man.
Yep, nobody out. 4 already in. And he got the top of the lineup to work.
Cena cleaned him off. Top of the rack. Baker on second. Wegman the 2-hitter. Pound men's major. Is that what you got on the other screen there?
Yep. That's the key.
They chatting.
How about that banner? Paul O'Leary.
That's an impressive banner.
Pound men's major will be ready for the CBS Sports broadcast tomorrow. The only thing that I wish for you guys is you had a chance to watch it tomorrow. I'm sure there will be some disappointed folks at home that when it comes time for 3 and 7 o'clock tomorrow night, that things will go black.
So 3 and 7.
Yeah.
All right.
And
If,
we'll
if
have a
game would be on
black as well.
The if.
CBS actually confirmed to us just yesterday that they are going to air all 3 games. An 8 o'clock game on Monday night, a 10 o'clock game, and then if there is a third game, that would be at 2 a.m. They won't necessarily air in order because obviously we would like to have the championship game be in that 10 o'clock slot. So the third game, no matter what, if there is one, will be at 10 o'clock, and then we'll try to do some shuffling, if you will, to figure out probably what the second best game is. I'm sure we'll go on the 8 o'clock slot. So if it's, championship, we'll do that and then put the losers bracket final at 2 a.m. Or, obviously, if the winners bracket final was a better game, we'll go with that. Obviously, just to try to get as many people to watch some great softball.
Right. Philby just laced one off the right field wall there for an RBI double.
I was honestly shocked that we did not see Smash It Sports on television.
At the conference?
Yeah.
Yep, Precision had a nice weekend. Actually won the winners bracket championship at the conference. I got double dipped by Rismondo. Here's Helmer.
Might be a couple changes happening next year, especially on TV games, to eliminate that F game. What do you think about that?
At the conference championship? I like it. Or everywhere.
I'm not sure.
I like it.
That's above my pay grade.
I'm all for one-game championships during the regular season.
Brett Helmer?
Lee Payne, I think.
Wow,
no,
Riley.
That's Riley out there. So they've changed their outfield around a little bit.
He thought he had a chance.
Helmer.
We haven't seen one over Helmer's wall yet.
I don't think Helmer was happy with that home run.
They're unlimited, Helmer.
I'd be happy with any home run.
Wow.
Oh, off his glove.
And that one may not have been a home run if it didn't go off the glove of Riley, and you could see he was fired up.
We're all tied up. Oh, they went to a 4-man outfield. Check this out.
Wow, this
Those
is like
of
the
you
Women's
at home,
Major World Series.
We didn't even, no one's done this in so long, we didn't even notice. I think they're going to get a lot of base hits if they want them. So left field, you have Corey Large. Left center, you have Lee Payne. Right center, Mike Stephanie. And right field, Josh Riley. I have not seen a 4-man outfield here in many years. Wonder if I can get them all on a picture. Probably not.
Scott Kirby.
You can't defend the ball over the
Gone.
fence. Slow pitch softball was actually meant to be played with 4 outfielders.
It was all last weekend for the Women's Major World Series.
It's just with the bat control at the higher levels, you need those 5 infielders.
There they are.
That is I like anyone who tries to think outside the box as a manager. This might be coming from Tony. That's what could hurt if you get a bunch of guys that do that in a row. Of course, one of them miss, you might get a double play, and it all works out. Smash it with the 1-run lead on the Kirby homer.
Yeah, they have really come through here in the clutch. 3 in the first, but 8 in the second, and 8 more here. Is Mike Umscheid now at the plate. And some old school photos on the video board.
Some old files. That looks like Mike when he was with the R&M Metals team.
It does.
They won A Worlds.
Umscheid, they went back to 5 infielders.
Yep. So maybe they're just doing it for those first 4 hitters that are the home run hitters, are more known for their home runs.
Yep.
Umscheid with a double. 19-18. Bottom of the third. Do you have the U-Trip Live camera just run in the morning?
Yeah, actually a little more than running. We got a couple people that are outstanding that are going to come in and at least get you a scoreboard and move that home plate camera at least for a handful of the games. The ones obviously we can't bring in, the 3 and the 7, and then potentially the 9.
Nice play by Jenner, but the throw was off the mark.
There's a rumor that the home run derby could come back as well.
Could try to fit it in tomorrow.
But that would only be if the 7 p.m. game is the last game. If we did cover it on USSSA Live, it'd be only a single camera.
All right, if there's no if game, there could be a home run derby.
We might put Paul O'Leary on camera for that one. How do you think he'd do?
I think he'd love the overtime.
Probably the hardest man working in USSSA. Ryan Parfit, him and Matt O'Hara.
O'Hara, he's a hard worker. I mean, no, he is a hard worker. I said that wrong.
They'll score a run.
Sack fly for Parfit.
We'll have your board chime in and maybe we'll give his number just so they could give him some feedback on his camera skills. Your board is always on top of us, I tell you.
They
good
love
though,
their softball.
you know?
They're the diehards on that board. I had to ban a few of them today.
Did you?
They were talking about things they were seeing around the park. Player weights, etc. Yeah, we're back to the 5-man infield for a while now. Didn't work.
They weren't talking about my weight, right?
No. Players. It's not necessary. Buckshot continues.
Oh,
look at that.
It scoots through.
Buckshot missed that by less than a foot, and then the middle infielder Flood dove and missed by a foot.
Matt O'Hara, by the way, the youngest ever men's major World Series champion.
Yes.
Think it'll be broken?
I think we talk about that every year.
Every year we do.
He's a pinch runner for Rismondo.
Yeah.
When they won the title. 2000 what? 7? 8?
It was before my time in USSSA, I can tell you that. The glory days. Billy Messina, what did you do last time up? Hit a home run.
Grand slam home run. And that changed the momentum of this game. Cena grounded in a double play after he came on for Clark, and then the next time up with the base loaded, crushed one down the left field line.
Oh, trying to go back to back, but this time he's going to come up short. Well, smash it. They are in the lead for the first time in the contest. Last time up, Billy Messina. He cranked a grand slam. Not the case this time. but still it's Smash It leading 22-18, Men's Major World Series, Day 3.
What's performance through technology mean to you?
It means new barrel lengths. It means balanced weight that performs.
It means end load that works.
I think you get the picture.
Welcome back, guys. Joining me is Lou Mongelli of Team Albicocco. Now, Smash It Sports brought in the Hall of Famer Billy Messina. How does that change your guys' approach at the plate?
You know, there's not much to change. You got to try and make the best of your opportunities out there. Billy's a great pitcher. He's been one of the best for a lot of years. You know, our concept is just square it up and try and hit it hard, and good things happen when you do that. Billy's tough. He makes guys miss-hit it. So, you know, just got to make the best of the opportunities we get.
Well, this game has definitely been a little bit anything you can do, I can do better. Close race back and forth. You got the better hand during conference championship, but Smash It is starting to heat up in this one. How do you slow them down?
Oh, you got to just catch the balls that are hit at you. You know what I mean? These guys are a good hitting team. They're, you know, that's why they are who they are, you know. So we just got to do our best job, catch what we can catch, get out there and get in here and hit it when we can hit it.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. We'll send it back upstairs.
Might have been some softball questions right there, Bernie.
That's what it's all about, right? Got to ask the hard questions, right?
That's what I'm saying. Those are kind of softball questions compared
you
to
need
the hard.
the hard stuff? She's saving it for tomorrow for CBS.
That would be the better time to use them.
JD Jenner?
I'll come up with a whole list of good questions for Albicocco for you. Maybe the chat room can help us.
That'd be good. Anybody in softballcenter.com, you have any questions for Albicocco that you'd like to ask, let us know.
I think Albicocco decided to go for the home run this inning. They got a solo out of Stephanie, and now a long fly out of Jenner.
Nothing but smiles.
When you're winning. Jeff Flood, he's from the West Coast.
You go back to Clark later in this game, or you stick with Messina because it's working?
I go back to Clark if the bases are loaded again. I'd put him back in and let him hit and then pitch. Three-run lead. Nice swing. I like the hustle this weekend out of the major teams. They're hustling out of the box a little bit more than they did during the regular season. There's Justin Mucciarelli coaching first base. He's the backup pitcher for Albicocco.
That was probably the most viewed video last year at the Men's Major World Series.
Some of his trick pitches.
Yep, they loved it.
Yep.
Brumgart in the basket.
Right at him. Just one run across here for Albicocco in the fourth. So with 2 outs, they need a little rally here. Keep the pressure on, Smash It by taking leads each top half. Brumgart sporting the gold chain look.
Think it'll weigh him down?
Nah, he's too big. Larson and Brumgart, good friends, playing against each other here. Larson wants a defensive specialist. Believe that?
I cannot. I've always known him from the DeMarini commercials.
With Harris.
Yeah?
Harris, out of the Northwest. C and B team. He used to win all defensive awards. Then he learned how to hit. And then
Number of
he
great
learned how
players
to
out
hit
from
deep.
California, you know?
A lot of players.
And out west.
Josh Riley here from Kentucky. Record from Ohio, he's on deck.
Anything more we can get some more West Coast action into the conference, you think?
It's tough. They're geographically challenged in the West. Things are so spread out. Flight prices are so expensive. 2-run homer. 3-run homer. I'll tie the game. This could be our longest game of the day.
You know, it's what Rick Robertson said.
Albicocco had our longest game yesterday when they scored to 48 on Backman.
That's one way to
Did you
stop you.
announce
Just
that
throw
whole
your.
game?
I did not.
No? Dennis Turner?
You had to give a little love to the Louisville Slugger Bat Company, you know?
Yep.
It's all about staying fresh, DW. We bring you in for the biggest games.
You mean I'm doing the CBS game?
You are. Coop's out. I'll tell
Coop's
him.
out. Coop
We
probably
haven't seen
wants.
Coop all weekend.
I saw him today. Talking about all the players he's trying to sign.
How's it coming along for him?
I don't think it's coming that great. Like I said, all the top teams are talking about the same players.
To the bottom of the fourth we go. 22-22. Take a look at some of the great reactions tonight. Some smiles, some frustration. It's all about making it to Championship Saturday for USSSA.
United States Specialty Sports Association.
It is. Actually, I believe they've completely gotten rid of that, and now it is only known as USSSA.
I did not know.
Used to be the United States Softball. Slow
Right.
pitch.
Then they added more sports, changed the name. Solo homer for Baker. I think that's his third homer of the game.
Wegman at the plate.
Hammered it. Foul. Ooh. Right center. Back goes Stephanie. On the warning track, makes the catch. Out number one. Smash it up one here.
Looking for a little separation here. It's flip.
Flip, a USSSA director.
Yep.
In Ohio, Columbus.
As Wegman is as well.
Wegman's the state director.
Yep.
Who we missed.
Actually, I think sometimes it's some facts that people don't realize that there are some players on some opposite teams that are still heavily involved in USSSA as well.
Right. They're rounded so much, you know, they get the respect of the local teams.
Yep.
You know, so it helps bring a lot of teams to their events and just the name recognition. And Wegman, he's at it 24/7. Elmer's due to launch one.
He is.
Just squeaked one out of here last time up.
I'd like to see one over Helmer's ball. I don't think we've seen one this year.
Not out of Helmer. Oop. Oh, that was in the wheelhouse. Full count. Nobody on.
That still works. Back up the middle.
Yep. Scott Kirby with that heavy overlap grip that he uses. Kirby's been playing basically left of the 385 sign in left center, pretty much. He's just been pulling. He's got a strike. Maybe he'll think about doing something different.
I'd like to say hello to Tony Albicocco, watching the broadcast tonight up in New York.
Tony.
He's always in charge.
Sponsor of Albicocco. He's been in the conference a long time with various levels of teams from B to major. Kirby got that one, 3-run shot.
And ladies and gentlemen, as he walks to the dugout, Brett Helmer's now scored 7 runs in this World Series. That gives him 249 in his career, and that is a new World Series career record.
Wow, new World Series career record for Brett Helmer.
Runs? I missed it.
Yep, runs scored.
Those stat guys are on top of it over there, Ken Franzine.
They are.
They're at it from 8 in the morning till
they are all day long.
Past 1 a.m. the next day. Wow, did
Lloyd looked like he got under that one.
Oh, into the netting by the scoreboard.
Well, that leaves the yard as well. 26-22.
(26-22). So they've got a little bit of separation here. Home team's so important here at the major, especially when you're a higher, you're a better team. But Albicocco holds it close. Down 4. Go to the top of the 5th.
What is it?
Since day one, Combat has been at the forefront of composite bats. In today's game, where margins for error are small, Combat's larger sweet spot means our bats reach maximum performance over a wider span. It's the difference between a home run or a warning track, a base hit through the middle or hitting into a double play. It's the difference between winning and losing.
2, 3, baby! Oh, boys, let's go.
follow us on Twitter at USSSA Slow Pitch. Paul O'Leary working hard from home. He's doing some tweets tonight. He's a man of many talents.
Multitasker.
Albicocco. They find themselves trailing for the first time.
Buckshot starts it off. So the pitchers have had a
good night.
Had a say in the offense.
How did he get the
here
nickname Buckshot?
That's going to be for Kristen to ask.
We got to give her a couple of hard questions, right?
I'm thinking he hunts quail.
Yeah?
Or ducks. He's from, I want to say like Louisiana. Mississippi, Louisiana. It's duck hunting. Stacking the right side against Large here. And Wegman's way in and left. Still gets a base hit to right.
I'd be interested as, you know, the technology evolves, and that's one of the things that I know we're doing with baseball and fast pitch now. We're still testing the flight scope technology, which is ball tracking. You know, in baseball and fast pitch, you know, the ball's inside, they hit it to right field, left field. You know, when they may get down to the statistical analysis of, obviously at some level, they have a pretty good idea of where these players hit it based on where the ball's thrown.
Yeah, the pitchers, you know, it is slow pitch, so there's going to be contact. They're not going to be swinging and missing, so basically it comes down for the pitcher to throw a knuckleball, try to miss the sweet spot on the bat, and pitch to your defense. Those are the two keys. And there are coaches in this conference that track where everybody hits the ball.
Lee Payne to the gap.
Payne, Large, Stephanie, all three of these lefties just having a great World Series. Stephanie's power numbers are up here at the World Series. There's a replay. Payne's double. Billy Messina still pitching since the first inning.
It's going to be caught, but it's going to score another run.
Four conference umpires used in every game at the World Series. So
Notice Doc Beckwell hasn't been behind home plate on every game, as people have said, sometimes on the board.
Right. They rotate the umpires. Each crew of 4. Ken Hawk behind the dish for this one, out of Arkansas.
Obviously the umpires each have some tendencies as well.
Each of them have their own nuances with the strike zone.
It gets through both Brumgard and Rainier. That's not easy.
I'm not sure how that got through. Jenner with the RBI base hit, and now they pulled to within 1.
They both had a chance. Let's take another look.
Albicocco doing a real good job of hitting strikes. Not hitting a lot of bad balls. Playing Jeff Flood to the right side.
What do you think about that?
Man, I think he's going to go right between Reyna and Messina. Of course, Messina's filling the hole. Might get hit again. Parfit's in a little bit in center. And Reyna was cheating up the middle, couldn't get back to the hole in time. A base hit for Flood.
Did they get him? No.
Oh, nice call, I think, by Doc there. This would be a good replay. Jenner sliding to the inside of third, seeing that the throw, and Brungart was off the bag. Nice spinning throw by Wegman to third. And he's safe. He never got touched. He was going to get his right hand tagged, so he pulled his right hand back and used his left hand to touch the base. There's another angle. Look at his camera work. Now from that angle, it looked like the ball beat him, but he never actually tagged him. And a great call for Doc to hesitate a second and make sure he got the call right. A great call.
They are the best of the best, and that's one thing that certainly separates Nationwide Conference USSSA during the year from some of the others, is the fact that you get this outstanding umpiring no matter where you go. These guys are committed all year long. They travel.
They travel to all the big tournaments. Gives the players a consistent zone, forces the pitchers to throw with a hump. That one's off Brungard in the left field. That's going to score 2 more. Now we have a lead. Albicocco. Wouldn't it be interesting? They started the season major.
Yep.
They dropped down to 5 major players and played in the A World.
Yep.
And now they're just a few innings away from possibly being in the winner's bracket final.
Amazing.
Of the Major World Series.
They're in a good spot.
Might be Travis Clark time.
Chris Larson at the plate.
And they're still doing it without power. They're not hitting a lot of home runs.
Stephen
that
Lloyd.
Could be 2.
Oh,
bad throw.
And Baker knows it.
You can't assume a double play, but I believe that would be scored in error, right?
Yeah.
Lloyd with a nice play. And I think Umshide, who doesn't play a lot of middle, because normally it's Bezat, he was trying to find the base with his right foot instead of planting and throw, and I think that's what got him off balance on the throw. Josh Riley, runner on first, 2 outs, playing him to pull. Umshide's almost all the way over into the shortstop slot. It's a huge hole at the middle. He goes right to Umshide on his knees, and they get the 3rd out. But not before. Albicocco takes the lead, 27-26. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th.
You got it down, DW.
I got that commercial throw. Throw to commercial.
Texting, watching the game. Maybe he's checking out USSSA Slow Pitch Twitter.
Maybe
What's
he's
been
watching
your
trip live.
He might be. As he watches the game. Might be falling asleep.
There we go. There's Joel Ramos in the blue from Broughton.
There
Passed
it is.
out kids.
Past the bedtime. He even brought a blanket. It's like a camping trip. The only difference is usually in the camping trip it's dark outside. The lights are still clearly on here.
Brungart takes ball 1. Hammers it past the diving Genter at third.
He's still been
Brungard.
very impressive, hasn't he?
Yeah, Brungard's from the far northwest. Ryan Parfit from Pennsylvania or New Jersey.
1:30 on the East Coast. Obviously, a special thanks to our crew.
Camera work is the best I've seen.
Yeah?
For a while here at U-Trip.
Got the best of the best for you, DW.
There's Bob Hortenbach coaching first base. The sponsor on the front of the jersey. Hortenbach Auto. Also a director, or was, in Minnesota.
Helps to the fact that we have probably well over $500,000 in camera lenses here that will be doing the CBS show that you're watching tonight, too. Not saying the discount on the operators that they're outstanding, but get a little combination of both.
Some good equipment with good people equals a great broadcast.
So you got to put your DVR on. Have you already set it for Monday night?
I have not set it yet, but I definitely, especially if we hit that 2 a.m. game, I'll be setting it.
What should I ask Coop about during the broadcast?
I think you should ask Coop who manages Albicocco.
And where is he?
Coop?
No, I'm saying
Coop's sleeping at the dunes. Tony, I think he's in New York. There's some bad missing the cutoff. That's why you hit the cutoff, man. Gave him an extra base, took away the force, and with no outs.
We got to make sure Coop gets his
up.
beauty rest for his on-camera appearance.
He's getting it. I heard he took a nap. Then
Kristen's
he
going to
came
bring
here.
some makeup for him, too.
I'll make him.
Billy Messina, he only hits grand slams. Can he get a grand slam and a 3-run shot all in the same game?
I think he's going for a base hit with nobody on first. Told you. Oh, nice play by the second baseman Riley. We're all tied up, 27-27. Albicocco, 27 hits, Smash at 24.
And it's all about a much more streamlined day. Obviously, the good news, though, still for Smash It is the fact that they are playing right now. Because I would think they'd still rather play at 1:30 in the morning than wake up and play at 9 a.m., right? We were talking about that earlier.
Well, you don't want to play at 9 a.m. and then have your championship at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. possibly. So that would be too long a day. Now they can sleep in if they win. If they win.
Bryson Baker gets down.
2-run base hit. It's a lead.
A 5-for-5 game for Bryson Baker. Here's Wegman. Man, Paul O'Leary, he's at home and he's even retweeting his own pictures of his dogs watching the game. He's taking advantage of Apple TV. You know, with the new Apple TV, we'll be able to build an app for it. That'll make it even better.
At the A World,
we
had a fan at home who comes to the tournaments, takes a lot of pictures. Robin Feck is her name.
Yeah.
From Ohio, and she showed a picture on Facebook of her watching the A World. She had 2 iPads with 2 different games, and then in the background she had the Ohio State football game. So she's watching all 3 at one time.
Well, the Buckeye game's the only issue that I really have.
I tell you, if I was at home, I'd have been doing the same thing. I might have had 3. I would have had 2 pads, a computer screen, and the Ohio State game.
The iPod streaming had a pretty good year.
Yep, just got to stay on top of it.
Yep.
And cover it. from the Sun. Nice play on the ground by Riley. Gets the force at second for out number 1. 29-27. Runners on the corner.
Guess your Twitter feed's not that exciting though if you're tweeting your dog's watching slow pitch softball.
That's true.
Might have to step up his game. All right. The all-time runs leader in men's major history. Brett Helmer at the plate.
Helmer has not unleashed the power this weekend. We know it's in there.
Not there. And this one
Jeff
is going to end the inning.
Flood moved over to second base there.
It's going to be 29-27 with 2 innings to play. The winner will take out Rismano tomorrow on CBS Sports Network.
As a player who's been on the Pride for a few years, I know how much U-Trip values its members' safety, both on and off the field. That's why they've teamed up with ID Shield, the best way to protect your family from identity theft, guaranteed. For only $19.95 per month, ID Shield will protect you and your entire family from this growing epidemic. So do what I did. Go to utriplesa.com/ID Shield and join this team today.
Everyone wants more focus. Everyone wants to play better. Using ADD medications as a sports enhancer is illegal and dangerous. Now, there's a clinically proven product that's all natural and available through a U-Trip Focus program. U-Trip members get 20% off when you buy online, and GoBean donates 15% of the purchase to your team. The person that buys and sells the most GoBean wins $5,000, and the team that purchases the most GoBean wins $5,000. Bring your game to the next level with GoBean Focus. It works.
This is a kid that doesn't need any GoBean. He's still going at 1:30 in the morning. Just that high energy.
These kids are getting some great fly ball practice out there. Crowd was building about 6 o'clock, and then that rain came.
Yep. Hopefully they're going to all show up tomorrow night.
Hopefully they.
Great spectacle.
First time ever men's major World Series championship on a Saturday night.
Smash it. Bringing Bazat in for Helmer and Ortiz in for Flip. So certainly some defensive substitutions.
Right. Bazat goes to the middle. Umshide to third base. Scott Kirby's a catcher. And Mike Ortiz in right. Those are the changes. Actually, Brungard went from third to first, so that's an additional change.
Big spot here to put it away, because if they could get Albicocco with a quick inning here in the 6th, score yourself a couple of runs, and they have a pretty good chance of putting a bow tie on it, but Albicocco thinking the other way.
Albicocco needs at least 5. There may be 1.
1, they do.
Wegman ran out of room down there at the left field line at the 3:35 mark.
All right. 29-28. Here's another look at the cut.
These guys have been swinging at strikes. That's been the key to their success. And Buckshot's been rolling the top of the order. See if he can do it again. He may be out here.
Out to right, it is caught.
Ortiz, defensive substitution.
What does Ortiz bring to the table?
Young player, but he wants to learn from the best. And he's a solid defensive player and an up-and-coming hitter. From Texas, I think originally from Michigan.
Here is Large.
Large and the lefties at the top. Uh-oh, that could be an out.
I was going to say, it looked like he missed that one as well. 2 outs.
2 outs, and for one of maybe the first time, they won't have a lead going into the bottom half of an inning. Mike Ortiz played center field with Vivid and PNP 333 the last couple of years.
Really?
Yeah. Lee Payne.
Takes a called strike.
Inside corner. Got the spider batting gloves. Infield moving around on him. Hit it pretty good. Ortiz may have to climb the fence.
No chance there. Deep into the bullpen.
Solo, so they did tie it up.
He doesn't even care. He's got a chance to get a ZM.
He could get hit.
It's a dangerous spot.
I don't think I'd be laying there. Lay underneath the tent there. Why not? Canopy. That's just about. I woke him up.
How do you do? Back to sleep.
Stephanie with a nice single.
Now he's up.
JD.
Might be able to get that autographed, right?
Right. Get Helmer to sign it. Runner on first, 2 outs for Jenner. Messina missed inside, walked him. Gonna give Flood a shot.
Had over 3,000 people watch an hour ago. It's a pretty good crowd still tuning in.
How many uniques for the day?
31,000? Is that what? No, wait, hold on. I'm in a multiple day period. I got to go back to Friday because that's the real day.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably not too impressive because we're only an hour and
that's a pretty good number.
15,000 came on.
15,000 uniques. Flood missed it. Bazat running it down. That'll do it. Tie game. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Smash it coming up.
29-29. Been doing Twitter and all that stuff. Let's see if Snappy went out to it. Bottom of the 6th. Scott Kirby trying to lead things off.
Line, and Kirby doubles past the diving middle infielder record. Albicocco, Jenner at third. Flooded short, Record in the middle. Riley at second. Larson at first. And the three lefties in the outfield, Large, Payne, and Stephanie to end the game here. Here's Lloyd who went off the scoreboard. And he's gonna...
There's no doubt about this one if it stays fair. It is fair and gone.
Big home run in the lead for Smash It. Lloyd with the overlap grip. He doesn't get cheated either. Uses his whole body in the swing.
The ball is crushed.
I think this guy caught the ball. Barry. Oh, he dropped.
Good effort, though. You got to like the effort.
Good try.
Krista Bedard is headed out to get her beauty sleep for tomorrow as well. Doing a coop. I'm Scheid.
Work on asking tougher questions.
She does. We're going to talk to her about that tomorrow.
Smash It trying to outpower now Albicocco, which they really have done. Albicocco just, we need the home run numbers. Who's our crack statistician? Us?
Ken, right? You have
Yeah,
the
we
stats
don't-
guy tomorrow.
Yeah. Smash It's done it with the home run for the most part. Albicocco with the singles and doubles.
Gone.
Large going to get whiplash out there. Brungart, that's just a brutal swing. Violent.
Yep.
He dives into it, finishes hard. Hit that one high. No wind here today in this game. Ooh, a little curveball by Buckshot, but didn't fool anybody. It's about 400 feet. Perfect.
I'm just amazed that we were able to finish this game. I mean, we haven't finished it yet, but with the weather, the way it looked.
Good view right there.
That's Colton. He's getting better over there at first base. Usually one of our top high home operators. Try to teach him where the lock switch is on the camera, though. That's the key.
Mooch is on. There's a Mooch sighting. Justin Mooch Mucciarelli from New Jersey. A and
We gonna get some wacky moves here?
Maybe. He's an A and B world champion. Trying to get his major world title here. Reina hustling. Double for Reina. Still nobody out. Bottom of the sixth. Billy Messina, stadium announcer, said he was a Hall of Famer. Also a John Glidewell Award winner. That one hits off Mucciarelli, who hustles, gets the loose ball, and beats Messina to first.
Well, the worst thing, too, is did you know that the loser of this game, what time their game is scheduled for tomorrow?
It's a second game.
No,
right?
9 a.m. They're the first guys on the field. Doesn't make sense. That might have been a scheduling error that they could correct next time. But L25.
You're right. Those two should be reversed.
Yeah. Pretty good bracket, though, for it being a first time in this format, though. Would you agree?
Yeah, the bracket was well planned. Maybe just make that little tweak next year and flip those two games.
But again, they probably never knew that this game was going to go until 2 a.m.
Baker crushed it.
He caught it. He's had his chance. I mean, they're lining him up. He's sporting the mustache. The mustache is going back. There's got to be 3 guys out there with a mustache. Is that the next evolution? Everybody's gone big, hairy, scary beard, and now they're going with a stash. I see 3 stashes out there. Is that what you see?
You don't see any. You don't see any ladies out there, do you?
That's true.
Yeah.
Base hit for Wegman.
Smash is just teeing off now. Took him 7 innings or 6 innings to really start mashing the ball, although they've scored in every inning. Mooch hasn't been the answer here in the 6th.
Kevin Bazat.
Mooch from the knee.
Haven't seen anything too crazy from Mooch yet.
No. It's been a few years since Mooch did the cartwheel. Full cartwheel into a pitch.
Really?
I've seen it twice. Ortiz is going to get crack. 1st and 2nd. 1 out.
A 7-run 6th inning. Not done yet.
It's been a hitting clinic here in the 6th.
Try to close it off right here in the 6th. Forget about playing the 7th.
They could do it.
Nine runs in, 38-29 is the score.
Push on the board asking the furthest home run of the tournament. I think that's like Greg Cannell that broke the windshield.
Yeah, it's got to be.
In the first row of cars beyond the flags, beyond the trees, and down the hill. We estimate between 490 and 500.
Well, see, that's what I wish. We had our flight scope technology at the conference championship, but they're still doing some fine tweaks in the one that invented the technology is in South Africa, so that hurt our chances of getting it for this because they're still trying to fine-tune it for when our baseball showcase series starts in November. Not that slow pitch is playing second fiddle. They'll get it ready for all of them, but
Lloyd, who's had a couple of long homers, stands in, runners on the corners. Lined out.
Nice catch.
Nine-run lead now.
What type of crowd do you think we'll get for the 3 o'clock game here in the stadium?
I think it could start building then, although it may not be as visible because they'll be up underneath.
Everybody's going to want to get some shade.
If it's overcast, you might have a shot at a better crowd at 3.
Shide, the side is retired, but Albicocco down to their final 3 outs. Smash it, looking to move on to take out Resmado tomorrow in the winner's bracket final. 38-29 our score. here at Champion Stadium.
Now at softball.com, new lower prices on all of the top 2015 slow pitch bats. Only at softball.com can you save $200 on your next softball bat. Prices start at just $29.88. Over 110 models to choose from all of the best brands in the game. Shop online anytime at softball.com, America's premier online superstore and proud sponsor of USSSA.
All right, we're back. Top of the 7th. Albicocco, the Scene, Easton, and the White down to their last chance, trailing 38-29. Got 30 hits in the ball game. Sean Ballard, Chris Larson, Josh Riley, the first 3 batters. Bouncer left side, shied up, throws across, one hops, and Brungart couldn't field it. So a nice break there for Albicocco. Umshide had a little bit more time than he thought he did. And didn't quite get it all the way to first base. Albicocco had 11 runs in the first inning. Led most of the way until the 5th. Chris Larson standing in. Billy Messina, who came on for Travis Clark pitching. And that's out number 1. Fly ball to Parfit. Two outs to go. We'll be back at 9 a.m. Actually, the loser of this game will be back at 9 a.m. as well. Josh Riley, 1 out, 1 on. Cena sets the D. That one just missed deep. That one's down the middle, hit deep. Left field, Riley with a 2-run shot up onto the hill. Makes it 38-31. Unlimited home runs in the game. No home run limit here. Riley knew he got that one. Reckart. He's got a bunch of extra base hits. Hits it hard, left field. Wegman's there. Reaches up, makes the catch, 2 out. They need 7 runs on 2 outs.
But a lot of people always say it's going to be Resmato smash it, but it doesn't always end up being the case.
Not always.
2 teams, you got to credit them. They were able to survive.
Yep. And there's a pop-up left field line, and that'll do it. Smash It moves on to that winner's bracket final at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. And Albicocco is going to be back here in just a few hours to play in the loser's bracket facing elimination.
Thank you, DW.
Yep.
USSSA Live coverage tomorrow begins at 9 a.m. And then a reminder again, 3 and 7 you won't be able to see because it'll be in primetime on Monday night on the CBS Sports Network. That'll do it for all of us at USSSA. Bernie Guthers saying good night. Be sure to get your DVR scheduled. Some fantastic softball coming your way here in the USSSA Men's Major World Series.